Christianity came to Australia with the first fleet, and the colonial government gave special rights and some financial support to the Church of England, the Anglicans. Though other denominations such as Catholics, Presbyterians, Methodists and Baptists were in the same group, it was a long time before different churches received the same level of support from the government, and an even longer time before this support spread to people of other faiths and ethnicities. After Federation in 1901, when the White Australia policy was introduced, it became increasingly difficult for non-whites, and therefore largely non-Christian people, to gain work. The prevailing attitude of the Australian society at the time was that coloured immigrants were seen as lesser beings and unwelcome. Australia today is a culturally and religiously diverse nation. Australian attitudes to religion have been shaped by a unique history and by the many different perspectives which people have brought to the country since the abolishment of the White Australia policy. Living in Australia today requires people to learn how to live among many religious groups. Over time, religious rituals and liturgies have displayed a uniquely Australian flavour. As people become more comfortable within the Australian landscape and as they grew to understand Australian Indigenous spiritualities, more Australian imagery has been used in prayer and liturgical settings, and some prayer services have included elements of Aboriginal culture and spirituality, such as an Aboriginal cleansing ceremony. Although multicultural and pluralistic, with a large population of religious adherents, Australia is often referred to as a secular society and can be said to be secular in two ways. First, there is the separation of church and state in the Australian Constitution, though in reality the relationship between church and state is actually quite positive, with public funds available to support religious activity. Second, Australia is undergoing the social process of secularisation. The percentage of religious believers in Australia in the last 30 years has been in sharp decline. What do you suppose this means? What does it indicate about the beliefs in Australian society? Answer some of the questions and make sure to take notes for your exam.